What's up, my fitness family? My name is Brent Kasmer, and today I'm going to show you the 10 best back exercises using a barbell. So I am not going to hold off any longer. We're going to go ahead and show you these right now. And I'm going to start off, these are not in order of my favorite. I'll tell you when they're my favorite stuff. But we're going to start off with a barbell chest supported bent over row. I like this just due to the fact that a lot of my clients, they're not young bucks anymore, so we're all dealing with injuries and ailments, and this gives them the ability to work heavy, but at the same time not putting their lower lumbar at risk. Lower lumbar is the lower part of the back, just to make sure that you don't get hurt or tweak anything. You're able to stay in this stationary position bent over and coming up and squeezing and really working those scaps. Alright, the scaps is right in the middle of your back. You're just squeezing them up, squeezing, and I know I don't have any weight on here. I just want to show you guys, these exercises, everything's to whatever your ability is. Up, squeezing those rhomboids, your scapula, and back down. Good control both ways, alright? So number one is the chest supported bent over barbell row. So that's a great exercise, great one to get started with. This is, either fantastic for people that have any back injuries, gives them the ability to, work and get that back stronger without injuring yourself any further. So this is a Scapula Shrug. So this would be a heavier weight, and you're just going to relax and let your shoulders just relax and elongate, and then you're just going to shrug this up. And same thing, working that middle part of your back, working that scapula, your rhomboids, and then relax, okay? So pulling this up, shrugging it, and relaxing it back down. So you can really see how this pulls in, it tightens up that middle part of your back. Same thing, great way to hit it. You go hard and heavy with that exercise. So that would be your Scapula Shrug. All right. Now we'll go into the barbell variations, or your typical ones that most people know about. So you have your Barbell Bent Over Row. So you're just hinged forward. Whenever you're doing these exercises, you got to stay safe. You got to keep your back tight. The things that I do when I teach my clients is anytime you get tired and you feel your stuff starting to relax, that's when you just want to stand up with the bar or just drop the bar. Because you want to live to fight another day. You want to work out, make yourself better, get stronger, make more muscle, but at the same time you don't want to get injured because that puts you, 10 steps backwards. So hinge that back, nice and tight, keeping it straight, bent over. This is coming right to your sternum, so right between your belly button and your chest at this angle. And this is a barbell pronated grip. You're just pulling it up right to that spot I just shared with you, and control on the way down. You're gonna stand nice and tall, and then squat and set it down, keeping your back nice and tight. All right. The next one would be the supine. So supine is just an underhand grip. Same thing, bent over supine row. This one is coming more towards your belly button. So you feel those elbows stay nice and tight to you, and you drag them back. It's coming into your belly button. Just like that. All right, here's the back angle. So hinge forward, sticking that butt back and out, and pulling that right into your belly button with that supine grip. All right, so there's the barbell supine bent over row. All right, the next one is an isometric hold. So you'd be bent over row, pop it up and hold it. You're gonna stick and hold that for 5-10 seconds. Just gives you that squeeze and then relax. So this one you would do for typically like 1 to 3 repetitions. Because an isometric holds, they're brutal. It's a good way to change up your program though, and just to get something different in. It's a good finishing move. This would be a barbell inverted row. So the cool thing about this is you can change the height of these for any level of advanced or beginner, depending on the person. So you would be, the higher it is, the less intense it is, easier. And then the further down or the further up you put your feet, and the more inverted you are, the harder and more difficult this is. But this is also another great way to build yourself into pull-ups as well. All right, so this is the Barbell Inverted Row. So relaxing those arms. Same thing, pulling your chest up towards the bar and relaxing down. All of these exercises, working your back muscles, your rhomboids, your scapula, your lats. Pulling yourself up, exhale as you pull, and then inhale as you come down. All right. Woo! That's a lot already. My back's getting wore out. I don't even have any weight on here. So we're gonna be doing the Landmine Row. This is the Meadow Row. This is one of my favorites. So you're coming to the end of the bar. And what you're doing is you're lining up so the middle of your chest is on the end of the bar. The bar is wedged into either the corner of a room or a metal contraption within the gym or garage that can hold the bar at an angle so that way you can lift it, pull it, and it's not gonna slip and slide and go everywhere. All right, so you're gonna line up so your foot's nice and straight on the end of the bar. Your back foot's at an angle of where the collar is or the first plate. And you're gonna grab the end of the bar with your elbow on your knee. Let it hit, it's just a lot better than a dumbbell row, you know, when you would normally do a lawnmower pull or a cable pull. So it's a great variation. I mean, you will feel a difference if you add this into your program, I promise you. All right, so grabbing the end of the bar and just ripping this up towards your shoulder. Not that you have a choice because that's where it's gonna go anyways. And the bar's tied into the wall and you're just pulling this up and it's coming at your shoulder. All right, I'm gonna show you same thing, different angle. So same thing, I got my foot lined up on the outside of the bar, outside foot, outside of the bar, inside foot is at a 45-degree angle where the collar is or where the first plate is on the bar. Grabbing the end is lining up with the middle of your chest, and you're driving it up straight towards your shoulder. So it's coming right across your chest, straight up to that shoulder, hitting your traps, scaps, rhomboids, all of the above, so the whole middle of your back, top part of your back. Great exercise. Then you have your traditional T-bar row. So your same thing, it's in the landmine position. The bar is in the corner of the room or against that metal area so that way it's not slipping and sliding. You're gonna stand about 4 to 6 inches behind the collar. You're gonna grab, so you're straddling the bar. You're gonna squat down and pick up this bar, all right? So you do that just to keep your back safe. You know, your back's swimming. You don't want to tweak your back. So you want to make sure you keep it nice and straight, good control, tighten it up. If you feel yourself arching at all when you bend over, either set it down or pick it right back up until you feel like you're nice and taut again. So hinging your butt back, and you're gonna pull this, same thing up towards your chest, sternum area, elbows are going out. So elbows are going out, hitting that rhomboid area of your back again, all right? Same thing, squat down, setting the bar down, keeping your back nice and tall. Just drop your butt down to the floor and setting that bar down. All right, so that's your T-bar row. Well, that was number 8 already. Now we're gonna go to the single arm T-bar row. Same thing, just like you would line up for a lawnmower pull or that Meadow Row, you're gonna line up on the side of the bar. So the back of the bar is against the wall. You're lining up the side of the bar. You're gonna place your elbow, your outside elbow on your knee. Your inside leg goes back, and you're grabbing right behind that collar again. So this is very similar to the dumbbell bent over row or a single arm cable row, except for the angle of it. So it's all about different angles, different areas of your back. So pulling it up, you really feel this in your core a lot, driving that elbow straight back. So great thing with this in the landmine position is it forces you to do the right thing. So a lot of beginners starting off and they're trying to do a dumbbell row and they're curling it kind of, or they're doing a lot of incorrect things. This helps force that position so that way it's done properly. So a great way to kind of hit that the right way. You learn the technique, let your central nervous system pick up on those cues, and that way when you're doing those other exercises, you feel more confident. You're like, oh, that's how it's supposed to hit it. All right? So those are the 3 exercises with the landmine, having that barbell wedged in the corner. This is one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites. They're all pretty much my favorite. I love lifting, so. This is the barbell pullover. So it's a straight arm pullover, but we're on a decline bench. So your feet are up on the decline, laying down, holding that bar up. And I go about a little outside of my shoulders, and I preference unhooking my thumbs. So when I do this, I'm just going straight arms, straight back. Really, this is crushing those lats and your serratus anterior. So all of these finger muscles in your lats that connect your chest and your lats together. So they look really pretty. So stretching back, good stretch, and pulling over. Only going to about your chest, but the reason I like it on the decline is just the amount of range of motion that you get when you're doing this. So it's just much better than when you're flat on a bench. So that's your barbell pullover on the decline. So those are the 10 best back exercises using a barbell. So hopefully you guys feel like this is some great information. I can't wait to see some of the comments. I love reading all the comments that you guys post in there. Really helps me come up with not only good quality information to share with you guys, but it just keeps me moving and finding out what you guys are looking for out there as well. So I got a lot of experience and just love pouring it into you, so that way you're getting the best out of your workouts and staying safe and not being injured. So that's key. So positive progression. All right, Brent Kasmer, BKPT. Definitely subscribe, hit that subscribe button, mash that notification bell, and that way you guys stay up to date with all the newest content as I'm pumping it out for you. All right, see you in the next video.